Hi, my name is Tony Frum, and today I'm going to be showing you my project life layout from week 31 of 2014. The first item I'm showing you right now is this stamp set and some stickers. These are all from the Studio Calico Project Life Sandlot kit. That embellishment is actually from the scrapbook kit, but the majority are from the Project Life kit. And that stamp set, I believe, is from the Jet add-on. The envelopes from the Project Life kit, as well as most of these things. I think except for the puffy stickers, I think might have been in the Smalls add-on or something. But all these cards are from the kit, and I'm just showing you quickly some of the cards that are in the kit in case you hadn't seen it yet. But I really like getting the Studio Calico kits because every month it seems like there's different colors and different combinations and just a really nice curated collection. And there's always things that I wouldn't have thought to buy myself, but usually I end up liking, at least 95% of it. And I think it's a good value, and I look forward to getting it every single month. Now I've got a few 4x6 cards to show you. Right after I show you the contents of the kit, I'm going to show you some other elements I pulled. And if you're not interested in watching the products I pulled for my Project Life layout, you can fast forward to 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and that's when I actually start showing you how I'm compiling the layout. And then this is the 4x6 paper pad that coordinates with the kit, but it's sold separately. And I've already used some of it, obviously. And now I'm just putting away some stuff, and I'm keeping out the items that I think I'll actually use for my layout. And I had kind of looked at it ahead of time with my pictures and kind of had an idea what I thought I might use just to speed up the video process here for you guys and hopefully make it a little more interesting. I also have some labels and some wood veneer pieces. That was from the scrapbook kit this month. And they're just different banners, and they say things like EXO and Love You More. And these are some labels that came in the scrapbook kit this month, and I pulled those aside too. And then that's the washi tape. That is from the scrapbook kit, and it's little circles that pop out, and then they have backs that peel off. They're really, really cute. I'm kind of in love with them. And these are some printables. These were designed by Hello Forever, which is Marcy Penner. And I printed them on really thin paper, but I decided rather than reprint, I would make it work. And the ink I pulled out, VersaFine, and Color Theory dye ink by Studio Calico, as well as a Pebbles date stamp and American Crafts dot adhesive, a couple other washies from other scrapbook kits, some veneer pieces from a previous month, and some acetate numbers and a rim tag, just different things I thought I might use. And then also there's some tags, another alphabet that I plan on coloring in red, some pens, and a bunch of extra labels and a pencil in case I need to mark something. I don't know if you know this, but letter stickers, if they're paper, you can color them in with Copic markers, and you can make them any color you want. And since I'm going to be using red and not pink in this layout, I decided I would use up those pink stickers and just color them red. Then I also have my tiny attacher and a baby wipe in case I need to clean anything. I don't think I showed you my scissors or paper trimmer, but I'm using those. Those are Studio Calico Essentials, a bunch of different gold pieces, clips, cameras, and stars. Oh, and geotags. Just showing you some of the things I pulled out. I always love using gold. And then wood veneer stars by Studio Calico. I think everyone's seen those. I love those things. I just love stars. And then also cork stars from the Essentials collection. Let's see, it looks like, oh, and there's also these acetate pieces. I think they were in the Project Life kit, maybe the scrapbook kit, I'm not sure now. I've kind of combined the pieces, but they're just saying different little sayings like great job or happy, or I can't remember what they say right now, honestly, and then some stars, but I really like them. So, and now I have my layout pulled out. Skipped way ahead, and so I already had the pictures figured out what I was using, and you'll see on the left side page, the bottom right, I already have a picture or a piece of paper stuck behind that picture, and I just used that from the paper pad, and I've laid out all my cards from the kit. Now I'm just going to start getting it ready. So that's a 4x4 picture. I actually printed it 3.8 by 3.8, and then that makes it exactly 4x4 inches with the border, and I just cut off like about an inch on either side. And that seems to work really well. Then I spent a while here really flipping through that paper pad and trying to decide what papers to use, and I decided it would be boring for you to watch, so I edited out a lot of it. You don't see as much. You still see me fiddling with the paper, but it's not like 5 minutes of it. For some reason, I was having just way too much fun doing it. I don't know why. I guess because I like them. But I did pull out the 4 pieces that I thought I might use in Project Life. And if I don't use them this week, I'll use them next week. So it'll just go back in my box. So these are the 4 pieces I pulled out of that 4x6 paper pad. And I decided that one was too blue. That was the wrong blue. The gray, I thought, kind of made the picture look kind of dirty. I don't know if that makes sense, but it just didn't look right with all the white on the other side. So I ultimately went with the white paper that has little lines on it, which actually worked out perfectly. So I'm using my dot roller adhesive by American Crafts, my favorite adhesive. Oh, and there's my head. Yes, I need to get my highlights touched up. I realize this. I'm just debating between retouching it up or dyeing my hair back dark brown. So I don't know. Maybe you can help me decide. So anyways, I've got that all ready to go. That's that printable, one of the Marcy Penner printables. Is realizing that I'm going to need to back it with something later when I do go to use it. Just haven't done it yet. And now I'm looking on my phone to check a date. And then something I wanted to point out, the top 3 pictures towards the right, they all have various digital stamps on them. And then, well, the House of Cards one was actually just from Google Images, pulled it up in Photoshop Elements and resized it to fit into a 4x6 pocket. And that's something I like to do, is include current events or things that we're watching, things that we're seeing that I can't necessarily get a picture of. So I thought that was kind of fun. And now I've looked up the date and I'm getting ready to do some journaling. And right now, I think I'm journaling about, I'm journaling about my daughter. And this was the week before we went back to school, and we had went to meet the teacher night, and you can see that picture of her with her backpack. And at her school, you don't find out who your teacher is until like meet the teacher night, which is just like, you know, a few days before school starts. And so we went to the 5th grade hallway, and she saw that she got the teacher she wanted. And then she was even more excited because not only is her best friend in the entire school in her class, but they're sitting in the same table group. So this was kind of an epic day for Isabella, and she was just absolutely tickled pink and just couldn't have been more excited or happy or just absolutely thrilled. And I was really hoping they would get the same class this year, because the classes are really separated a lot. The only time they can really play with each other is at recess if they don't have the same class. So I was glad that they did, because they just get along so well. So, and yeah, this has taken a really long time. So finishing up the journaling there. And then it's going to skip ahead here in just a second, I believe. Oh, no, I'm adding a date. Got to add a date with my date stamp. And I don't know about you, but, you know, I've messed up date stamps numerous times, and I will never say my stamping is perfect. But I really like to do it on a scrap piece of paper first, just so I make sure I have all the dates right, because it never fails when I don't do that. I have like 2013 or 2012 or the wrong month or something. So that's a good tip for you to pull away from this long-winded video. So now I'm kind of just straightening stuff up, and then I know in a second here I stop and I come back in again, and then I have all the, oh no, that's right, I'm sorry. I'm adding the journaling to the House of Cards picture I got off Google Images. So, and basically to do that, you just open it up in Photoshop Elements, and then I resized it, and I just resized it to be 6 inches wide, and then it made it like 5 inches tall, so it gave me a 1/2 inch border at the top and bottom. And I was like, well, that's perfect, because I like writing on photos, so that'll work out really, really well. So that's what I did for this one. And then I'm almost done writing this, and then as soon as I'm done writing this one, it'll skip ahead quite a bit, because I didn't want to keep filming when I was just filling out all this journaling. I did all the journaling pretty much by hand, so it took, you know, a good 15 minutes to fill it out. And I'm new to this video thing, so I don't know how to fast forward and do voiceovers at the same time, so you'll have to excuse that. So now I'm straightening up the pictures and ta-da! Now as you can see, all the journaling is filled out. And then I realized that that card was supposed to go there and that card was supposed to go there, so I switched them around. So all my journaling is done now. That is the part that's probably the boring to watch, so I apologize for that. If you have any comments or any suggestions for the video, you know, I'd be happy to look at them. I'm learning, and I honestly think it's easier to do this if I talk while I do the video rather than doing a voiceover. So I might do that in the future. We'll see. I don't know. But then that would probably be way too long. And you have to give me your thoughts on the idea. So as you can see with this card, I had already colored all the stickers red with the Copic marker. I only had to wait like a minute. They dried instantaneously. It didn't smear or anything. And then I'm just sticking them down. And I'm putting week, is it 31? Maybe it's week 34. I think I keep calling it week 31, but I believe it's actually, yeah, it is week 34. Okay, so yeah, I need to change that. So yeah, this is week 34. And now I'm adding the date on the picture. I really like adding stuff to photos when there's like white space there. And that's a photo of my daughter's room, and we had just painted her room aqua that week before school started, so I had to get a picture, and then it just worked out to be a really good spot to put the week number and the date, so I went ahead and did that, and I like it. And then another thing I wanted to point out was right to the right of it, the photo that has kind of the kind of chevron diagonal type lines. I wrote the journaling on it. Okay, that video had cut out because I had to pause it briefly. My daughter needed help with something. And then I went ahead, and while the video was off screen, I decided how I was going to lay out the card that I'm doing right now, rather than have you guys watch me for who knows how long trying to put it together and me trying to figure out how to fast forward just certain sections of the video. Again, I'm still learning. So right now I'm just, I opened up my phone, and it has a picture of how I had laid the card out before, all the different pieces, and I'm just going through that now and replicating it again on video so you can see what it looks like. And I'm actually, you know, adhering them this time. I had just laid them down before just to get a rough idea. So, and I'm using the acetate pieces, I am adhering using my tiny attacher, and then the cork and wood veneer stars, I'm using glue. And I want to let you know, after this card, there is just two more, the bottom right photos that I add a little bit of embellishment to. And I want to let you know that this video cuts out abruptly. There was like another 30 seconds, and it ended up getting deleted on accident on my phone before I uploaded it. And I didn't know until I was done putting all this together. So there will not be still pictures of this, but if you go to my blog, there'll be a link right below. There are more information about this layout as well as pictures and everything. So I apologize. Next time I'll make sure to get those on there a little bit better. So now it's just the last little bit of this video. I wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and please leave comments. This is one of my first videos. I actually have a tripod that works now, so I'm going to be doing them more often. And I appreciate you for being here.